Hey, what's up, guys? So in the mail today from Amazon, I got a fancy little speed controller thing, computer fan, switch, and a stack of magnets that I can barely get apart. So, stir plate time. I've never had a stir plate. Gonna make a stir plate. I'll let you guys come along for the ride. I will not show you the woodworking parts. I don't have a project box or anything, so I'm gonna make one. And I suck at making shit out of wood, so I'm not showing you that part unless it gets funny and if I hit my thumb with a hammer or something. Cheers. Okay, cut to the next day. I started building stuff with wood last night. I just got pissed because I suck at building stuff with wood. So, I decided to do a proof of concept instead. So, I might flip the camera around. So, rather than shitty, scrappy wood, behold, Legos. I don't know if I'll keep the Lego enclosure. I haven't figured it all out yet, but it totally works. Let's see if I can plug it in one-handed without electrocuting myself. Yes. So I've had just a growler with a stir bar on it. It runs. I've got a speed controller here that works. This is low speed, high speed, whatever. It all looks the same on video, I'm sure. So I need to wire a switch into it and decide if I'm going to try and build out this Lego box and keep it that way, or what I'm going to do. Once my kids see that I stole this many Legos, they're probably going to be pissed, but whatever. They're my kids. I bought the Legos in the first place. So, stay tuned. So here's just a quick shot of it actually running a stir bar in a growler. Obviously not ideal, but it may be ideal for me for a while till I feel like spending money on a flask. Note the super sweet peaks of expensive plexiglass that the growler is sitting on. That'll probably have to change too, but for now we may be good. I might just run it just like this for a while. See how she goes. Okay, so I have my Lego stir plate enclosure right here, just out of frame so you can't see it. But every time I pick it up and move it, it breaks. It's not perfect. I can't mount I don't have a good way to mount the speed controller, the switch into it. So I went back to building stuff out of wood. What I did was I used all of my super carpentry skills and I built 2 cedar boxes. 1 cedar box, 2nd cedar box. But then I figured the cedar boxes were kind of boring, just cedar, so I decided to paint them. Just like cigar boxes you could buy on eBay for cheap. Crazy idea, right? So what I'm going to do is figure out I have thin box and kind of fatter box. I'm going to go through and figure out which one fits the fan and stuff best, and which will be the easiest to mount everything in. I should have thought of that before I built 2 different size boxes and painstakingly painted them, but it's not really how I operate. So I'm going to do that, and we'll see which one works. Okay, so box number 1 from Flor de las Antillas, that coincidentally has 2 topless women on the box. So that's probably going to win just because my stir plate would have 2 topless women on it. The fan actually sits pretty well down in the box, so that's kind of cool. I hope if I can close the box and get this thing to spin, I won't have to check around with any mounting stuff. Like, no, I'll just glue it to the bottom and drill a couple holes, rerun the wiring, and fucking A, man, you'll be done. So let me put this thing down and I'll test it. Okay, so we're just going to kind of pinch the cord in there for now and see what happens. Kind of shuts. Ooh, the magnet seems like it kind of wants to grab. Let's grab a cord and plug this thing in and see what happens. I don't know if it's going to grab that stir bar. Ooh! Look at that. Center it up. Spinny stir bar with like zero work. Why would people ever build anything? And they could just recycle crap. Huh. Alright, well that works. So sweet. Now I just have to figure out how to put it in, where I want to mount it, how to put the speed control and stuff on, and then I'll have a cool stir bar with naked ladies on it. Sweet. Okay, here's what I ended up with. I didn't record all the drilling because boring. One hole in the lid for the on-off switch. One hole through the side. These are both half-inch holes. This is where I'll put the speed control through. And then this tiny little hole here where I'll run the power into the back. I think that's it. And this might actually not turn out terrible. So far, my handmade cigar box is working really well. So let me mount some stuff up. I don't think you need to see how to run some glue on the bottom of a fan. So I'll show you it in a couple minutes. Okay, I have everything put in. I've got my switch wired in the top. Speed control, I got to figure out something to do with speed control. That's right. Just preliminarily wired up an electrical tape together. Let's see if it works. Okay, plugged in. Don't electrocute yourself. Ooh, good. Red LEDs are good. If we crank up the speed, there we go. Sweet. Spinning magnets, that's a good thing. Eventually I think I don't know how strong this, I might get a stronger power supply. I think this is only a 6 volt or 6 amp maybe. Whatever the one is that you can change on a 12 volt, 6 amp I think. So I'm super good at electricity, as you can tell. But this works. So I've just got it I just glued it on the 4 corners to this corner. I'm going to clean this up a little bit, get the wiring situated so it's all good, and probably tape it better than just a shitty piece of electrical tape on there. And then I'm going to give it a final test. Okay, so this is just a little bit cleaned up. I sort of just, taped some of the wire together, just kind of bundled it, taped it down so it doesn't move. With some sweet red electrical tape. Put a little tape around the cord here so the cord can't yank out. And I think we're good. I'm going to put a little bit of glue under the speed control, I think. The one bad thing about this, the speed control knob on the side here is pretty hard to grab, and I pulled the knob out as far as I can pull it out. But honestly, with the power supply I have on it now, I need to have it at full speed anyway, so I don't know that I ever really need to even change it. But it's cool to have in case I do up the power supply, or if I want to make a super mellow starter or something. I don't even know if that's a thing. That's not even a thing. So yeah, I'm going to glue the speed controller here down so it doesn't move. And fucking A, man, I've got a stir plate made out of a sweet homemade cigar box. Okay, let's hit it with a final test. Everything is good in here. The box closes easy. It's got a little latch. Power. The stir bar grabs. And we say dance. Here we go. fully operational cigar box stir plate. Maybe not as cool as Legos, but I dig it. So there it is, cigar box stir plate build. Maybe the Lego stir plate would have been maybe cooler. I don't know, but cigar box, I think it's going to be pretty awesome actually. I'm pretty impressed with myself because I go into these little builds and I have no clue what I'm doing. I don't know how to wire things. I can't build shit out of wood. But you dig around on the internet, you watch enough YouTube, you kick around Homebrew Talk. There's a lot of good stuff on homebrewtalk.com, and it works. So I'll edit this up and throw it on the internet. So cheers, everybody. Go make yourself a stir plate. Yeah, and do.